Enough to have these aircraft here to demonstrate a series of precision formation maneuvers for your viewing pleasure. As they are approaching in the level delta formation, this highlights one of the most basic formations taught to all military pilots. The 6 aircraft acting as one, allowing large numbers of aircraft to fly through the busy skies. The delta formation has a flight leader at the front, with his wingman and element flight leaders taking their position on. As the GEICO Skytypers perform today, I'd like to introduce the pilots to you. Leading the flight is Larry Arkin and the squadron commander, Mark Arkin. At right wing is Mr. Ed Trodu. Left wing is Rob Steele. Bob Johnson and Steve Capero are in the slot position with the lead solos, Steve Salamers, and wing solo, Tom Daly. Now watch the Skytypers come in for the belly up pass. Maneuvering that delta formation, very difficult due to the high weight, limited maneuverability of these T6 aircraft. With over 600 horsepower from their 9-cylinder supercharged Pratt & Whitney radials, that 9-foot propeller is dragging that thick straight wing through the sky. His visual lookout takes care of his targeting responsibilities. Now watch, the smoke is on, the wingman will drop down, lead will lead the formation delta, now out, 1, 2, 3, 4, the pitch, and the wingman crossing, breaking right through their smoke. Oh, wow! The solos are now going to separate and get ready for their opposing 2-circle gun pass. Not wanting to give that possible bogey aircraft any turning room that they could use against them, they will set up a bubble pass, passing just feet right next to the other aircraft, taking away any turning room. Once they've positively identified that aircraft as hostile, they will come up with a tactical game plan to execute to be able to get in a position to shoot them down. Watch as we pass 50 feet apart. That's a bad guy. They turn the opposite directions, what we call a 2-circle fight. Now trying to maximum perform their aircraft to get the other one's nose back around, get around the circle quicker, faster. As the solos clear, look up and to your left. You'll notice that the lead has now got the rest of the Skytypers in a turn and rejoin, allowing the formation to come back into formation, using additional power to get increased airspeed and cut in across the circle, taking geometry into their favor. They're able to quickly get the 4-ship back into that 4-ship diamond formation. Now that they've rejoined, the formation will treat you to a diamond S or a snake pass. You'll get a good view of the aircraft in the formation as they wind their way in front of you, changing from belly up to canopy up. Flying these World War II aircraft requires an unusual set of skills. Skytyper pilots must be able to not only fly these heavy, large, tailwheel-equipped aircraft, but also be accomplished formation pilots. It's not always easy to find this right match. That's why the majority of the Skytyper pilots here are ex-Navy and Air Force pilots. Our 2 solos have now separated again to the east and to the west. Quickly at each other, set themselves up to try to identify that bogey aircraft as a hostile. Once they do in this situation, they're going to demonstrate the 1-circle fight. From a minimum 50-foot bubble pass to win this fight when both aircraft turn the same general direction, to the north in this case, they need to fly a tighter radius, a quicker turn, to be able to provide a situation where they can get into the offensive control. Here are offender coming in from the west, has turned tighter. He's got the defender out in front now jinking. All he has to do is solve plane of motion, get in range, hammer down on those machine guns, and score his first successful air-to-air kill. Get your nose down, there you go, the nose is out in lead, hammering down on the guns that the old T6 had in its early training and advanced missions. over the airfield or over the aircraft carrier. The noise you will hear today is from the changing pitch as the squadron flies by. The propellers, trying to always maintain a constant speed, must change their pitch and the pilots adjust the power to maintain that perfect position. Bombing strafing run. They've identified a target. They offset to the left. Now watch as they'll pull their nose up, climb to altitude, positively identify the target area, make sure there's no friendlies in the area. Leads the element into formation now, rolling in, lower the nose, smooth on the controls, dance on the rudders just as needed, get the yaw perfect, fire, pickle. This aircraft, in all its variants, was used to train more World War II pilots than any other. Now, you'll notice the 4 ship is turned in. The 2 ship is now rejoining into that left echelon. 5 is sliding into position. 6 is flying formation off of number 5 while he's constantly changing his position to get in onto the wing of number 4. And if this doesn't sound confusing enough, the lead is taking the whole formation right on downtown once again to set up for the strafing pass. And the people like you who support them. Ladies and gentlemen, the GEICO Skytypers and the Fan Pass. Put your hands together. Woo!